Alright, Pangler here. I got a request to show off what my kayak is and what I've done to it, I guess. So here it is. This is my pride and joy. This is probably a 2005 or 2006 Hobie Sport, and I chose the Hobie Sport because it's small and light enough for me with bad shoulders to lift onto my roof racks by myself. What comes with it? No, this is all out of date information now, and I think the theme for my kayak is cheap and cheerful. I've done everything half-assed myself, not paid for any fit outs. It is all dodgy as, and I'm proud of it. Now, this is my homemade GoPro mount. I put a hat clip on this. It's just an L brace with some plastic stuck together with glue. This is my sounder. It's a Garmin, what is it? A Garmin Fish Finder, I think. And you can see my dodgy ass cup holder mount. I used to put it on a mount where the camera mount is now, but it's much better here. All I did was cut off the bottom of a sports water bottle, screwed in the base, and off you go. All I do is waterproof bag right here with the battery in it, and does the job. This is the old repaired Hobie Mirage drive. It's probably the most ancient version with ST, the square tip fins. Done pretty good. I think I've busted the cable here once, and they replaced it, and it was pretty cheap. Bent the masts out a few times. You can just bend them back. I think I've got a vid on that somewhere. But what got me for a while is this rear one. The threading eventually wore out, so I guess this is like 15 years on, so it took a lot to do. But this just kept falling out. Even after I straighten out the pins, it'd just fall out again. So yeah, so the only way that I figured out to fix that, courtesy of Google, is just to epoxy it in. Seems to do the job. Fitting out fine. I should have my two-piece Hobie paddle here, but I lost it last trip, so I've just gone to eBay and bought a cheap ass two-piece paddle. No extra rod holders. Oh, actually I lie. This is my crate. It's just a cheap crate from Bunnings. Haven't done anything to it except put a bit of PVC in here with zip ties. Just so I can carry a third rod if I need it. That's mainly for kingies, if I want to take a light rod for squid, another rod to spin with, and another rod for heavy live baiting or baiting. That's a sail rudder. You get a bit of tighter circle on it. I don't know that it was worth it, but a friend bought that for me, so I'm not out of pocket for that anyway. And that's my kayak cart. Upgraded from the standard ones to the fat ones, Traxx, so I can get up on the beach without giving myself a hernia. I think the only last thing is that's probably the best buy besides the kayak itself. In the kayak, love it. Backwater kayak paddle, worth every cent. I think I used a beach paddle like paddle before. It worked okay, but eventually it just softened up and smashed because it was just chipboard. This is obviously designed by someone who does a lot of kayak fishing. Floats, that hook carved out of the paddle is super good. Use that to pull yourself onto things. These grip things, less useful, but definitely it does give you a bit of purchase when you're pushing off things and that sort of stuff. But this is awesome. This is my second one. I'd recommend you go the high vis orange, because if the other olive one goes out of the water, it falls out of the kayak. It floats, but it's really hard to see. So I eventually lost mine after losing it many times and recovering it, and I think the orange is the way to go. Anyway, I think that's pretty much for my kayak. Quick look through. Kayak's expensive. Oh, I forgot. I did these dodgy do-it-myself anchor trolleys. Barely use them. They're more of use just to tuck in cables and things. Also for my live bait tube, just steel rings, D-shackles, and my favorite zip ties. I've got 2 on the other side. Again, use this back one mainly for the live bait tube, which I don't have with me today, and this front one, kind of useful for just tucking the net under when I'm having it in the front. Anyway, hope you enjoy that. Like, comment, subscribe. Bangler out.